in order to be successful in this kind of a activity, you really have to avoid making yourself the story. Once you made yourself the story, you're done. It's very funny getting reactions from people who, especially, there were actually film rights were sold for this manuscript, and it's really interesting in the auction process, getting all kinds of expressions of interest that wanted to turn this into kind of a Jason Bourne kind of Jack Reacher type of caricature. And I kept saying, you're really missing the point. It's not so much that I don't have superpowers and don't paraglide into, a prison or something, obviously, but it's also that all those narratives are about the main protagonist. Whereas for me, I'm more of a bystander and not less of an actor. And the more authentically I can sort of just meld, just mix into the context, be part of a conversation, not stand out through my accent or through my skin color or through the way I dress or through the way I eat. The less I stand out, the more successful I'm going to be. So the more I'm effacing myself in all those moments, the more successful. So there's this real gap, and it's not so much that I don't jump out of airplanes without parachutes. That's just silly. But in terms of even just not making yourself the story, in order to be successful in this kind of a activity, you really have to avoid making yourself the story. Once you made yourself the story, you're done. You're done.